I always wanted to be in entertainment. That was just something I always wanted to be. But I always wanted to tell stories with music. I'm from New Orleans. My mom used to sing when she was young. My dad played an instrument. I think it was the trumpet. My brother plays the saxophone. I speak through music. If I want to tell you I love you, I'll tell you through a song or a dance, or it's just always been instilled in me. In New Orleans, I mean, it was just family. I knew everybody in regards to just everything. Everybody had connections. My sisters are doctors and nurses. Everybody knowing everybody, and family everywhere, and just parades and Mardi Gras and, you know, Jazz Fest. You know, every month there's always something. Our family is so close that every moment is a moment. In New Orleans, I worked as an accountant, and I did accounts payable, accounts receivable, things like that. I didn't like it very much, but I'm also a medical transcriptionist. So I moved from there and I started working at a home health care agency, and that's where I was when the hurricane hit.
Hurricane Katrina slammed into the Gulf Coast on August 29th.
Early Sunday morning, Katrina had built into a dangerous Category 5 hurricane barreling towards New Orleans.
Leaving tens of thousands stranded and more than 1,000 dead.
Normally when we get information about a hurricane coming, it's a party. We have hurricane parties. And my plan that year was to go to a hotel on Canal Street with my sister, and we were just gonna hang out there. Well, my plans changed when my sister, who was a nurse, was called to the hospital. Once she was called to the hospital, she told me that we needed to leave. My sister, who lived 2 doors away from me, we decided to evacuate to Nashville. Everybody was kind of slow and packing some things, grabbing a backpack of things, and you know, it's like, okay, we're gonna leave and then we're gonna turn around and come back, you know, like the normal thing.
The governor of Louisiana said today that she is considering the remarkable step of evacuating the remaining residents of New Orleans.
It took us almost 12 hours to get just to Alabama. When we got to the hotel, we decided to watch the news to see what was going on, and that's when the levees broke.
Flooding here is getting worse after waters from Lake Pontchartrain broke through a levee.
We advise people that this city has been destroyed.
We knew at that point that it wasn't the same, just turn around and go back. Seeing some of the stuff on TV, it was tough. I had a backpack with some diapers and clothes, you know, and knew that we weren't going to be able to go back for a long time. We were headed to my sister's brother-in-law's apartment, and there were 11 people in a 2-bedroom apartment. I was ready to go back. I was ready to just turn around and drive back. We couldn't drive because they were saying that the water was out. There were alligators and everything, and you know, it was, so there was nothing that we could do but stay and just wait it out. When we did go back downstairs, we knew that downstairs was completely underwater. The ceiling fans, the blades were like that on the ceiling fans. When we went upstairs, we could see that it started to come upstairs as well. So we were able to get some things that were in closets on shelves, but anything that was on the floor upstairs, it was in water. To drive through the city and see so many X's on doors and smell and all of that stuff, that was creepy. But the one thing I have to say about Nashville is that this city was the most loving and caring place that we could have ever evacuated to. We would wake up every morning to furniture outside our doors, to clothes, to just everything. And I remember Oprah Winfrey's stepmom coming to pick us up and bringing us to shop. And I never forget, she was driving a SUV Porsche, and she told us about how to save money and how to put money here and put money there. And it was just an amazing outpouring. People would see the license plate on our cars and they would stop and give us money, and just all kinds of, it was, it was really nice. I can't even, just thinking about it, it's just, you know, it's, first, I didn't work for a while. My husband worked. I stayed home with the kids just to try to get acclimated to the city. We decided to buy a home. So then I started working. I was actually working through a temporary agency at a place, creating tests for kids, like online tests. I love what I do, but I still was missing something. I was looking for financial freedom. I was trying to find my niche. What else can I do? My dad is an entrepreneur, so I was like, I have to find I need a side gig too. So my sister gave me this candle for Christmas of 2019. When I lit the candle upstairs in my bedroom, and I would come downstairs and I would smell it, I was like, that's pretty cool. I could get another candle. But to be honest with you, the price point was a little steep. I was like, I wonder if I can make it. I started to research to see how to make candles. And as I started to learn how to make it, and I bought all this wax and wicks and jars, and I started pouring my candles at night, and I enjoyed it. It was fun to, figure out the fragrances and things like that. And so I gave them out for Christmas of 2020. Everybody was lighting them, and they were on Instagram, and it was like, new candles, they smell good. And so then January of 2021, they were like, okay, you have more candles. They were still asking for them, and so I did it. And from there, it just grew and grew. And then, lo and behold, I find Corner to Corner. And I was like, what is this about? I always tell people, you don't know what you don't know. So I was like, okay, well, I already started it. And I think I got this together. And I think I know what I'm doing. And then when I got with Corner to Corner, I was like, I was an idiot. I didn't know what I was doing. Corner to Corner helped me get it together. And lo and behold, Melted Melodies, we have been getting lit. So Melted Melodies are musically inspired scented soy candles that allow you to experience a multi-sensual type vibe, because every candle has a QR code on it, and when you scan that QR code, you get a song, and then you light your candle and you get a scent, and so you merge those together, and so you have a multi-sensual, musically inspired vibe. When I pour candles, I pour them when I'm in a good space, good energy. So I want them to feel that. It's kind of like I'm transferring that to them. When they light their candle and they smell it, I want them to have that feeling of happiness, that feeling of satisfaction, that feeling of relaxation. My favorite part is being creative and coming up with new ideas. I feel like I'm introducing the world to new music. You may buy a candle because you like the scent, but the song you've never heard, and then you scan that QR code and you hear that song, you're like, oh, that's neat, that's nice. Corner to Corner has basically shaped and molded my business, or molded me so that I can mold my business to what I want it to be. From the speakers, the guest speakers that came, to my facilitators who poured into me weekly, classmates. It was just a wonderful experience for me. It was so wonderful that when I graduated, I wanted everybody to experience it who was trying to start a business. And so when they reached out and said that somebody referred me to be a facilitator, I was jumping for joy. That's how much I believed in the program. Corner to Corner is just pouring in and just giving Nashville that light, that, corner to corner. So let's just put it this way from a candle maker. Nashville is that candle, and Corner to Corner is that flame. The long-term goal is to be in a point where I have a profit so that I can help other small businesses with startups, because LLCs are, pricey, and even a trademark can be pricey, and I want to be able to have grants or things like that for others to help. I want to return the love that was given to me when I came here. I want other people to come into this city and know that when I came, this is what happened with me, and this is how I was poured into, and this is how I grew, and you can do that as well. You can do that too, and I want to help you.